Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? How is life in your world? How is things where you are? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Please let me know. I'm not being hyperbolic when I say that. I really do love hearing from you, so please let me know. So it's done. Well, it's not done. It's begun. I opened up the shop today. I opened up the sign shop. I opened up the primitives shop, or the whatever you want to call it shop, today on Etsy. This is the link to go to my Etsy shop, and I currently have 3 products for sale. 3 things that I'm making that I have available right now, and in basically unlimited quantities. Yeah. I did it, first of all, let me show you what I have. I have 2 basic crafty signs, one that says home and one that says welcome. These 2 signs are kind of like my defaults, my standards. I can cut these very quickly. I'll have basically a unique pattern for both of these 2 because they are going to be something that I manufacture often enough that it's worth my time to make, standard patterns for these. So these 2 are in the shop. I also have made a little star shutter. These are popular display pieces for giving things that country crafty look. Basically an old style wooden shutter with a star cut out. I might do a heart version of this, just depends on if anybody's interested. This was just something that I've kind of been thinking about doing. I've seen this all over the place. And that's kind of the secret. None of this is unique. None of this is anything special. None of this, anybody with a router, and there's tons of sign places on Etsy that sell stuff similar to this. Not exactly like this, obviously. This is, reclaimed wood. I've designed the lettering, hand cut by me sort of stuff. But, something like this shutter thing, there's dozens of people selling stuff like this. And that was part of the reason why I just kept being more and more hesitant to open this shop. When I did the welcome sign first, I thought this is going to be the start. I'm going to put something like this up and we'll see what happens. And I didn't. I didn't because I saw lots of other things on there that were better than this, or that were capable of being priced better than this. Because let's face it, there's a lot of people on Etsy that are just resellers. They're just buying mass-marketed, mass-manufactured craft stuff and selling it. I'm not. I'm making this. This is me in this space with, old wood and a router and making it. So I just hesitated. I hesitated on selling stuff like this because it's not unique. It's not special. But the fact of the matter is, it is unique and special because I made it, and I'm special. No, that's not the truth. I saw a video today or yesterday that was like, yeah, why am I hesitating? Am I just afraid of failing? I failed at most things in my life. So is that what it is? Is it just a failure, afraid of being a failure? Why am I not attempting to sell these things? Who knows? Maybe I could become the guy that makes these shutter things. I don't know. In the video that I saw, I will hear, it was by Evan and Katelyn. And Evan and Katelyn did an experiment with making hexagonal concrete coasters. And they went through the whole process of pouring molds and trying to figure out how to make them, easy to make, easy to manufacture. And they figured it out, and they went for it. And they've had large orders for these, like 80 plus orders. And I thought, man, those are really not special. Those are just coasters, octagonal coasters that you can buy all over the frickin' place. What makes them special is these are handcrafted by 2 people who put a lot of love into it and created something, a variation of their own, a pattern of their own, poured their own, made it their thing, and people want them, and people will buy them. And I thought, if somebody has to be the guy to go to when you want a star shutter, Somebody has to be the guy that you go to when you want a Calibri font that says welcome on a piece of pallet wood. So why shouldn't that be me? I don't know. So I put them up, paid the listing fees. Etsy charges 20 cents for me just to post it, and then they'll take something like 6.5% of whatever my sales are, because they'll take 3% for the sale plus 3.5% for the sale, and like 3% for credit card fees. And so, you know, I'll lose about $1 on everything that I sell, depending on the price. But that's actually pretty darn good compared to some other places that you put your stuff, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe you guys want to buy something. I have not figured out yet how to do a listing for completely custom orders. I'll figure that out, hopefully within the next day or so, and I will have a listing for custom signs, custom order stuff. So that's what I have today. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, be my bestest friends. I would really appreciate it if you would go check out the Etsy shop, and if you feel like you want to contribute to the show, this is a great way of doing it. Buy one of my little things, and you'll get something made by me, and I'll make a little bit of cash, and we'll all be happy. Maybe. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from Wikipedia. What does the S stand for in the abbreviation for Mrs.? MRS is a commonly used English honorific used for women, usually for those who are married and who do not instead use another title or rank, such as doctor, professor, president, yada yada yada. Mrs. originated as a contraction of the honorific mistress, the feminine of Mr. or Master, which was originally applied to both married and unmarried women. The split into MRS for married women and Miss for unmarried began during the 17th century.